Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Today I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina, visiting Parkway Subaru, and I'm checking out a 2018 Subaru Outback. Now this one is in the limited trim level, so it has a lot of stuff to show off. So let's go ahead and get started. The name of this color is Magnetite Gray, and it's really interesting and unique. It's not too dark, but you can see with the sunshine on it, has a nice, I don't know how to explain it, you just have to see for yourself. Just a really nice gray color. Okay, so here in the front, has a little bit of chrome there in the center around the grille. Nice big fog lights powered by halogen bulbs and reflector housings. The front center portion has kind of like a simulated carbon fiber look right here, and the rest is like a flat black. Has a pretty advanced safety system as far as sensors. You can see there's sensors in the top of the windshield and here in the grille for all the eyesight components that it has. Adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, that kind of stuff. Headlights are surrounded by an LED accent, daytime running light, and the headlights are powered by LEDs in projector housings with a black bezel. It has 255/60 Bridgestone tires, wrapped around 18-inch alloy wheels in a two-tone. It also has four-wheel disc brakes with ventilated disc rotors on all four wheels. This is what the key looks like. It's a proximity key system, and it's designed to where you can just keep this in your pocket and you can use the vehicle, start it, open up the doors, all that. It does have the unlock, which is this blue button, lock, and the ability to open up the power liftgate and a panic button. It also has a physical key on the inside in case you need it. But generally, as long as you have the key with you, it can be in your pocket, in a bag, or whatever. You walk up to the door and push this button right here, place your finger over that sensor, and it will lock the doors. To unlock it, you just put your hand behind the handle and it will sense the key. It'll also sense the key within a close proximity of the door and sense your hand position and allow you access to the vehicle. Okay, so here's the inside of the passenger door, and check out this wood. I know this is a simulated wood, but man, does it look fantastic. It really looks like just a high quality interior door. Okay, so it's really soft to the touch arm. Soft to the touch here as well as up in here. Nice big handle, which you can utilize for a little storage space. And then you have the storage spaces there at the very bottom. Has the Harman Kardon sound system. There's a sill plate and the threshold with the Subaru name. And then you have the plastic portion right here, just kind of helping out with entering and exiting the vehicle as far as wear on the carpet. And then you have a power seat here for the passenger. Gray leather seats, heated, by the way. They have the perforations here in the center portion, and then the solid leather here on the ends with the contrast stitching and a French design. Comfortable seats, by the way, very comfortable for me, and plenty of legroom. Check it out. I'm going to put all the measurements and specs and everything, volumes and all that stuff in the description so you can check it out. But as you can see, it's a pretty good amount of space. The seat's all the way back, just to give you a reference there. Dash, soft to the touch as well, very soft. Has some stitching in here with that simulated wood and a metallic accent. Lockable glove compartment, felt lined. All the rear glass has the privacy glass, so it keeps the sun from shining on you. It also keeps people from looking in on you. And check out the chrome around the outside of the glass there, up high, color matching door handles, and then you have that durable plastic portion around the wheel wells and there on the sides underneath the doors. Of course, you have the racks on top, and the crossbars can be folded in to allow, right now they're folded in so they get out of your way, but you can fold them out and attach your stuff there on the top of the vehicle. Surfboard, whatever you want. Okay, so let's look back here. So you notice the privacy glass, hard to see in, but it's real easy to see out. Even reduces the glare. So you have the same styling here in the back, soft to the touch here. Here, you also have a very soft armrest and storage compartments there. There's your threshold area. And a bench seat, which of course you can fold these seats down to add to your cargo space if you want to. You also have a cup holder and armrest here in the center portion. They can get out of the way to make room for your center passengers. Also, it has the latch system for car seats. With the seat all the way back, you can see it still has pretty good amount of leg room. Now it does have a significant hump here in the center portion for the drivetrain. But not too bad. You have heated seats back here and a 2-stage USB power outlet. Let's go ahead and show you right there. So you have 2 of them, 2 USB ports. And then the rear vents, pockets in the back of the front seats on both sides. The fuel door is locking, has a manual release there, and it's on the passenger side. So you open it up and it has a pretty traditional cap, a little tether system here, and a place to hang the cap while you're pumping gas. Taking a look at the back of the vehicle, you have the little shark fin antenna there at the very top center portion, 3rd brake light and with LEDs in the little spoiler on the top of the glass, windshield wiper, combination of LED and standard bulbs here for your tail lights. Backup camera is just under here. Also has parking sensors across the back, kind of hidden in here. And you see one of them right there, little round circle. Hidden exhaust pipe there on the left side. Okay, so you can use the key to open up the power liftgate, or there's a little button under here. You just push that and it'll do its thing. Okay, so here's your cargo area and it has a shade in place. Let's go ahead and move that out of the way so you can see what it looks like. Now that shade's removable in case you need some more cargo space. You can also fold those seats down. I'll show you that in a second. But generally, if you have all the seats occupied, look how much cargo space you have. I mean, it's massive back here. Now this one has the optional floor mats with the rubber or the carpet. Then you have the mat here for the cargo area. Check it out, you got a subwoofer back here. Little hangers there and there. 12-volt power supply right there, and a little cubby hole. So this lifts up and gives you access to a little bit more cargo space under here. Actually, it's just enough to put your shade, so you can take your shade off and put it underneath this portion. And you also have your tools for your spare tire, and you can lift this up and you have a spare tire under here. Okay, so let's say you're back here and you want to add something, some kind of cargo box or whatever, but you need to fold the seat down. You can do it by pushing a little button on the back of the seat there, right there next to the headrest, or you can simply just pull this handle and it will fold the seat down for you. So now I've added to my cargo space while still maintaining some passenger space. So I can fold down one or the other, or both, and have a combination of cargo and passenger space depending on my needs in the moment. Okay, so lowering the power liftgate, just push that button and it'll come right on down. To start it up, you just have the key inside the vehicle, and it could be in your pocket, a bag, whatever. Just put your foot on the brake and push this button. Okay, so here's the floorboard in front of the driver's seat. Has a little place for the floor mat to hook in place here and here, so that way it stays in place for you. There's your accelerator and brake pedals, and a footrest here on the far left. So let's go ahead and take a look under the hood. To open the hood is very easy. It has a little latch right here in the very center. Just reach in, move it to the left, and it takes almost no effort whatsoever, and it goes right on up. Really nice. Insulated hood too. Okay, so let's take a look at the engine compartment. So not only is the firewall insulated, but you also have the insulation here on the edges, around the sides. Strut towers are braced in with the unibody structure of the vehicle. Battery is insulated as well. Okay, so here's your engine. You notice, I don't know if you can notice this, but this is a boxer engine. So you have 2 cylinders on this side and 2 cylinders on that side, and it has this lower center of gravity. So the intake's here on the top, the exhaust goes directly out of the bottom, so that way the heat from the exhaust stays underneath the car and gets channeled away from the engine compartment, which is really nice. Oil filter is really easy to get to, it's right there. It's an entirely aluminum engine too, so the engine block and the cylinder heads are all aluminum, or aluminium for the Europeans. So this engine is paired to a CVT automatic transmission, and it has a symmetrical all-wheel drive system that Subaru is known for forever, as long as I can remember. Okay, here's the inside of the driver's side door. Now it's just like the other side, except for it has a few more buttons. It has the power windows with the automatic one touch up and down here for the driver and passenger, but check it out. It has a laminated window. Let's see if it'll focus. So right in here it has 2 panes of glass with a acoustic material on the inside. Not only does it keep the vibrations from outside noises from entering the vehicle, or at least it slows it down, but it also gives a stronger pane of glass, just a more solid overall structure of the door too when it's rolled up. Door lock controls. Your side mirrors are adjusted here. You just turn it to pick a side and you kind of use it like a little joystick. You have 2 presets for your power seat. The power seat also has lumbar adjustments here for the driver. They always have to have a little bit more than the passenger, it seems. Okay, so right in here you have the ability to open up your power liftgate. You have your interior gauge dimmer switch. You can set the height on the power liftgate to where it only goes up a certain height, so you can adjust it there, or you can set it there, I should say. And then your traction control, you can turn it off. It's default on. Your blind spot monitor system, you can turn off here, on and off. Same thing with your lane departure assist system and your forward collision warning system. Has a tilt and a telescoping steering column. Okay, let's take a look here on the inside. And very impressed with the 18 model. Comfortable seats, and I have plenty of leg room. So I'm 6 feet tall. I have the seat actually all the way back, and it's just too far back for me to actually drive the vehicle. I have plenty of knee room and leg room. It's just a tremendous amount of available room up here in the front as far as leg room. Okay, so the steering wheel is a leather wrap steering wheel with the stitching here on the inside, and check out these bolsters, nice and prominent bolsters, like little biceps up there. Soft to the touch, and the texturing of the steering wheel is nice, that leather texturing. And you have the metallic accent down here, and then the black. Just overall impressive looking and feeling steering wheel. So your cruise control is here on the right side, so you turn it on and it has the adaptive cruise control radar system. And down here, this button was to turn on and off the lane departure warning system. And then this button is to turn on and off the lane departure assist, the lane keeping assist, sorry, system right here. So it kind of incorporates in there with the with the cruise control. Now these buttons, so like you turn your cruise control on, you can set it and resume and all that stuff with this button going up and down. But then these buttons here with the radar system gives you ability to adjust the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. So right now you can see on the screen has this little bar in front of it. I can increase the distance or I can reduce the distance depending on the situation. I always like a far distance, but if it's too far, then somebody's gonna get in front of you, between you and the car, and in front of you, and then you have even less distance. So you kind of fine tune it in for your needs at the moment. And that's on that side there. You also have paddle shifters on the back of the steering wheel. Right back in there. So you can cycle through the speed ratios. It has a CVT, so technically no gears, but it does give you the ability to change the ratios there, just like gears. Okay, so here on the left side is your volume for your radio. You can change through your presets or your audio tracks here, and then you can change your audio source. Voice recognition is here, and this is also, you can answer calls down here and hang up with your Bluetooth system. These buttons down here correspond a little bit more with the screen between the gauges, which we'll get to in just a minute. Windshield wiper controls are here on the right side. On the left side is your turn signal with your headlight controls as well. You can turn it off, automatic, parking light, and then on. And then your fog lights are controlled here. Okay, so looking at the gauges here, check out the blue dials in the back, and then you have the white lettering with the black background, really easy to focus on, and it's also kind of recessed in the dash a little bit, so that way your eyes don't have to transition from the road to here. That transition is a little bit easier. So the RPMs are there on the left side, and the engine coolant temperatures here. On the right side is your speedometer with your fuel gauge. It also has a little arrow here next to the pump indicating which side your fuel door is on, which is nice. Okay, so this little screen in the middle gives you additional information. So it gives you your miles per gallon, real-time meter there as you're driving, and then digital speedometer, and then of course we saw the adaptive cruise control. And also as you're driving, like say your lane keeping assist, lane departure warning, sorry. If it starts beeping at you, it's going to give you an indicator there on which side of the road you're going on. So a little flashing light here on the sides, which is neat. And then it has which gear you're in, how many miles the vehicle has, and a little trip. So using these up and down arrows here on the steering wheel, we can kind of control some more information there at the top. So I'm going to go up just to kind of show you that it goes through distance to empty, your miles per gallon average, shows you your clock, outside temperature, what your radio is doing, digital compass, tire pressure will show up as you're driving. Kind of cycles through, so you can go through there. You can reset your like your miles per gallon, different things like that, just to get some information there at the very top. All right, so let's look here. Check out this screen. I mean, the touch screen is fantastic in this vehicle. I really like the colors, the clarity, the resolution of the screen, everything about it. And it's surrounded with a nice classy gloss black. You will need a microfiber cloth, just to let you know, because it will get some fingerprints, but other than that, it's pretty neat looking. It does have a CD player up here. Volume knob, tuned through the stations, that's nice. Pretty traditional there, everybody's used to the knobs. And then you have these soft touch buttons around the outside, and then you have the touch screen in the middle. So right now, we're in the home screen. You also have a shortcut to the home screen here. Let's go ahead and see what the radio looks like. You have your presets, your favorites there at the bottom. You can choose AM, FM, satellite radio here on the side. Let's go back home. We go to media. Once you have some media in place, so like say you have a USB drive plugged in or a Bluetooth device paired or auxiliary device put in there, or a disc in there, then it'll show up here, but right now there's nothing showing. Same thing here with the phone. There's no phone connected, but once you pair a phone, you have access to your your recent calls, your phone book, messages, and all that stuff. And also you have a keypad in which you can make selections, you know, or make calls, whichever one you want. All right, let's check out the map. So this has a navigation system. So we're here in Wilmington. We can zoom in and out. I don't know if you can see that well. But there's the ocean, and here's Wilmington. Let's see how far this zooms out here. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Kind of get our bearings, see what's going on. Go to car information. This is really neat. It has the degree in which the vehicle is tilting, the articulation of the wheels. You can get driving statistics, vehicle monitor, average speed, and then your fuel economy. You can go into your preferences, and then your maintenance, no events. So it's going to remind you what needs to be done, which is nice. And then your apps. So this has the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capabilities. You also have the Subaru Starlink, Pandora, Android Auto, Travel Link, which is nice. This is really cool. So you can find a nearest gas station. You can sort it by distance, price, brand. In case you're somewhere you need to find a gas station. And then you can also check the weather, which is nice. Just really like the large icons. Everything's large, easy to read, easy to see. You can add to the screen here by adding shortcuts across here as well. There's actually 3 screens, similar to like your cell phone, in which you can add the little apps here. So let's go to apps here. Let's get a map. So you have the touch screen or the soft touch buttons here on the ends. Let's go to menu, search for destination. We can put in find nearby places and a previous destination. Okay, so our climate control is down here, and you have a 3-stage heated seat for your driver and passenger, temperature for your driver and passenger, fan speed, where you want the air to blow, front and rear defrosters. The rear defroster also turns on the heated side mirrors, recirculate the air. You can also sync the driver and passenger by pushing this button. As soon as you start changing this one, though, it'll unsync them. Alright, so down here, storage compartment lifts up, and you have a 12-volt power supply, 2 USB ports, and auxiliary input, and some space to put a cell phone or whatever in here with a rubber floor mat. Little storage pocket there. Cup holders here. Now it's open a little bit here in the center, but it's mostly enclosed cup holders. It's electronic parking brake, which you can engage. It gives you a little indicator that it's on, and you hold the brake and push it down to release it. Right in here is your X mode. This is for your off-road capability increase. And then this is a heel hold feature. Okay, so checking out the shifter here. Let's go ahead and put it in reverse so we can check out the backup camera. It has the active guidelines, so as I turn the steering wheel, it will turn those lines as well. Rear active braking, you can turn that on and off. So as you're going back, if you get too close to something, it'll go ahead and apply the brakes and stop you from hitting something. You can also turn your parking sensors on or off there. Continue on, there's neutral, there's drive, and then there's a manual mode here on the left side. And once you put it in manual mode, you're able to use the paddle shifters. Alright, so there's your armrest. Nice and soft, very soft, like the armrest on the door. This lifts up. Have a little place to put some tissues or whatever there. And a little tray that's removable, place to put your coins or whatever. And it has a very large felt-lined storage compartment. It also has a 12-volt power supply in there as well. And also, the 12-volt power supply, there's wires. Let's say you have your cell phone outside of the compartment. You can run wires in and out of the compartment using these little places here. Has an auto-dim rearview mirror. with the HomeLink garage door opener controls there on the bottom, and a digital compass there as well. Place to put your shades. It has a little sponge material in there to protect them. Interior lights are here. You can turn on all your interior lights when the door opens by putting over to the door position, or turn it off. This is for your sunroof, which we'll get to in just a minute. The visors have mirrors and lights. The visor also slides out, so you can slide it out if you need to. Okay, let's look at the sunroof. It has a shade that blocks 100% of the light. Open it up. Open it up and let some air in. Alright, that's as far back as it goes. You can also tilt it, just get a little bit of air in like so. Okay, let's look at the visibility in the back. So you see the headrest kind of line up with the pillars in the far back, but lots of glass there on the sides, behind the back seat, in the back seat area, and also the rear glass. Really nice. Of course, you have sensors and all that stuff to help out, cameras and all that. But just overall, you have good visibility, I think. And the blind spot monitor system, the indicators are right here on the side mirrors. Let me go ahead and push the button so you can see it light up. Right there, that's your blind spot monitor indicator. Sometimes they'll be, in other vehicles, they'll be in the mirror itself or right here in the pillar, but this one's right there. I think that's a really good idea. All right, so there you have it. 2018 Subaru Outback. So this one's loaded up pretty good. It has a lot of features and very comfortable. A lot of things about this vehicle I really like. So let me know what you think of it in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this touchscreen with all the large icons and the clarity and everything. Hopefully the camera was able to do it justice. But anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you to Parkway Subaru here in Wilmington, North Carolina. And I'll see you guys next time. This Outback also has the EyeSight driver assist system, which includes the pre-collision braking system, pre-collision throttle management system, lane departure warning and lane sway warning, adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, will actually turn the steering wheel a little bit for you, reverse automatic braking system, so as you're backing up it can actually stop you in case you're going to hit something. It also has the high beam assist. It also has LED headlights that are steering responsive.